Merry Christmas Eve. It is a balmy -1 degree out here in Wisconsin. Feels like -27, so it is sweltering outside. There's a couple days left until Christmas. And I'm sure a lot of us are running around, whether we're getting last minute presents, cleaning the house, cooking meals, doing things to get ready to either invite people over to our houses or we're going over to somebody else's house to get ready for Christmas, to celebrate Christmas. And it's a lot of running around. It's a lot of work for a small time of pleasure, to be able to sit down and actually take a moment to enjoy this holiday season. So just like any other day, we've got some work ahead of us. And that is to understand how to be grateful at this time. Finding the different things in life, the small things in life that we can be grateful for, not just the things that we're doing for this holiday season, for Christmas or for New Year's, but what are we doing every day that we can appreciate, that we do for ourselves, not that somebody else does, but that we can do for ourselves, so that each and every day we can be more grateful, not only in our lives, but in the energies around us. So we're running around this holiday season. We're driving in the blizzards, if you're in the northern parts of the states, or if you're driving in the traffic down in the southern parts. Whatever you're doing, find some time to be grateful for what you're doing and how you're doing it. The other thing I'd like to invite you to look into, especially when it comes around the time of opening up the presents. Now, everybody wants a gift. Everybody wants a present. Everybody wants something, and there's something in our hearts that we really, really, truly wanted, some material possession. A lot of the times, we probably don't get it. We might get something comparable. We might get something that, second best. But what happens when we do receive a present that is all wrapped up, we get this big sense and emotion and feeling of joy. And it's the same thing of going to bed Christmas Eve and waking up Christmas Day. The anticipation of getting something is greater than actually getting that gift or getting that present. And sometimes we feel that switch of emotion and joy leave us from joy into maybe it's more of a negative feeling because it wasn't the gift we thought we were going to get. Maybe we saw a shoebox and it ended up being socks in there instead of these shoes that we wish we had. That expectation, that sense of joy of what we could have had changes into more of a negative feeling because it wasn't what we thought it was going to be. So what I'm talking about here is getting rid of the expectations of what we think this season should be, of what we think the gift should be, and go back into what it really means this time of year. Being with family and friends, being in their company and enjoying each other's companies, instead of merely rummaging through gifts and tearing off the wrapping paper, ripping open the boxes, and having to give a half-hearted, "Oh, thanks, I enjoy this, I love this. Thanks for the tube socks, Mom." So instead of that, understand that this time of the season is not for giving presents or getting presents. It's giving joy and giving the anticipation of being with one another and building those relationships with one another and strengthening them. I know it's a hard thing to do all this work, all this mental and brain work this time of season, because all you want to do is relax. All we want to do is to be able to plop our butts down on the couch with a drink in hand, maybe a little plate of food with some cookies, and just sit and watch, or maybe have a conversation here and there. We don't want to go through and do this work. I get it. But at the same time, this builds the foundation of having a more joyous life. Not just bringing joy into the day, but maybe being able to expand that into our everyday lives. So it's a little small thing you can do, is just understand what feelings you're feeling and why you're feeling them, and try to mentally turn that around to, I am here in this world, in this chair, around these people, to be with these people. Not to give a present or get a gift yourself, but to be with the people and build these relationships and build and bask in the love and joy that we all have this time of the season. This will help, once the season ends, this will help to elongate that joy, elongate that happiness, increase it in our lives on a daily basis. Especially really being grateful for the opportunity to be around people that we love, for the opportunity to give a gift and get a gift. Because there's a lot of people in this world that don't have that opportunity, that don't have the things that we have. So be grateful for what you have this season. Be grateful for who you are around. Be grateful for all the joy that this season brings, and let's work on expanding that into our daily lives so that we can just make this whole world a healthier, happier, and a more joy-filled world. So from my family to yours, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, be safe, and I love you.
Hold on, Annabelle.
Yeah, bud.